Hi students, in this video I will explain you the very important theorem, basic proportionality theorem of triangles, and in which the whole second axis depends on this theorem. Okay, basic proportionality theorem, what it says actually, it is given, what is given in the question. If there is a triangle here, don't take equilateral triangle. If there is a triangle, if a line is drawn parallel to one side of a triangle, if a line is drawn parallel to one side of a triangle, this is parallel to this triangle. Let us take D, E, parallel to one side of a triangle, to intersect the other two sides in two distinct points, D and E. Then the other two sides are divided in the same ratio. Don't think that this is the midpoint. This is not the midpoint of this. You can take this here also. This is not the midpoint. They divide in the same ratio. Same ratio means if it is 4 by 2, it will be 4 by 2. If it is 4 by 3, 4 by 3. Like that it happens. Don't think that same ratio means these are the midpoints. These are not the midpoints. So what is happening here? Given DE is parallel to BC. D is parallel to BC. What is RTP here? RTP AD by DB is equal to AE by EC. The ratio of this side to this side corresponding divides in the same ratio. This is the thing that what we have to prove. Okay, to prove this we need little construction here. Small construction. Then we can do it easily. Construction is just join BE and DC. Join BE and DC. BE and DC. Okay, next. After that, draw DM from D to M here, perpendicular to AE. DM perpendicular to AE, and also EN perpendicular to AB or AD. EN, this is perpendicular. DM perpendicular to AB and EN perpendicular to AD. Then how we use this? I'll tell you. See, area of we consider like this. Area of a triangle ADE by area of a triangle. There are two triangles here, no? See, there are two triangles you can observe here, ADE, and in the second part of the figure, you can find two triangles. One is the triangle BED, and also CED, BED and CDE. In that we take two triangles, one at a time and one other time. We take first area of a triangle. This is triangle BED. When you take triangle BED. See, when I take area of triangle ADE, if I take base as AD, what will be the height? EN is the height. If I take base as AD, EN is the height. So half into base. Base is AD and height is EN. By half into, now, when I take triangle BED, suppose if I take base as DB, let us take base as DB. This is the base. When you take this as base, and this is the triangle, where is the height there? And this is an obtuse angle triangle, DEB. All of you look at DEB. The height lies outside the triangle, because this is an obtuse triangle. So for triangle DEB, the height is nothing but EN. It lies outside the triangle. So it becomes DB into EN. Now you can cancel these two. Also. So this is AD by DB. In the same way, area of triangle ADE by area of triangle CED or CDE. So again I take area of triangle ADE, but now I take base as AE, half into base AE into height. If I take base as AE, height will be DM, because this is a perpendicular. So height will be DM. So DM by denominator half. When I am taking CED, the base will be CE, and the height will be M. DM. Height will be DM because it also lies outside the triangle, because this is also an obtuse triangle. CDE, CDE, if you see CDE, it lies outside DM. Okay, now you can cancel half and you can cancel DM also. AE by C. Now this is 1, this is 2. Now, if you see both the triangles, both the ratios, numerator is same in both. Area of triangle ADE, area of triangle ADE. What about the denominator? Denominator is triangle BED and CED. If you take triangle BED and CED or CDE, these lie on, I write here, triangle BDE and triangle CDE are lying on same base, and in between two parallel lines. Because D is parallel to BC, no? When two triangles are lying in between two parallel lines and on the same base, see, this is the same base. DE is the same for both of them, and D is parallel to BC. They are lying in between two parallel lines and also on the same base. Then their areas are equal. That means the denominators are also equal. See, clearly numerators are ADE equal. The denominators are also equal because they lie in the same base and between two parallel lines. So you can equate 1 and 2. 1 is equal to 2. So what is 1 here? AD by DB is equal to AE by EC. This is basic proportionality theorem. This is where you can pause the video and listen it carefully, guys. Okay? See, the basic proportionality theorem can also be applied in sometimes like ABC. If this is parallel, when DE is parallel to BC, AD, this is what we proved, AD by DB is equal to AE by EC. AE by EC. Now, I'll prove one more thing here. What I prove, I'll tell you here. AD by AB is equal to AE by AC also. AD by AB is equal to AE by AC also. I'll prove how it happens. Let us take the reciprocal of this on both sides. DB by AD is equal to EC by AE. Add 1 on both sides. It becomes 1 plus DB by AD is equal to 1 plus EC by AE. So if I take LCM here AD, it becomes AD plus DB. If I take LCM as AE, AE plus EC, and it becomes AB by AD is equal to AC by AE, because AD plus DB becomes AB, and AE plus EC becomes AC. Now take the reciprocal on both sides. It becomes AD by AB is equal to AE by, every time you don't need to take the reciprocal and adding on one on both sides, not required. Directly you can apply basic proportionality. This is just extension of a basic proportionality theorem. We start the exercise now. Right, look here in the first question, they told that DE is parallel to BC. When line is parallel to other side of a triangle, then definitely you can go for a basic proportionality theorem. What does it says? Basic proportionality theorem says that when one line is parallel to the other side of a triangle, then AD by DB is equal to AE by EC. Okay. So AD by DB 1.5 by 3 is equal to 1 by EC, we don't know, let us take x. So it will become 1.5 into 2, cross multiply, x equal to 2. In the same way here, we take this as x here, AD, we need AD here. So same concept, because DE is parallel to BC. So AD by DB is equal to AE by EC. AD, x by DB 7.2 is equal to 1.8 by 5.4. So this will go in 3 times, 1.8 into 3, 5.4. Now this will go in 2.4. So x will be is equal to 2.4. Okay. See, before going to the next problems, I just want to remind you about the Proof is, I'm not teaching proof, but the concept I'm teaching you. That is corners of BPT. Corners of BPT says that, see what is BPT actually? If a line is drawn parallel to side, the ratio happens. Corners of BPT says if in a triangle, suppose like this, ABC, the corresponding sides are in the same ratio. That means DE are there. AD by DB is equal to AE by EC. That means if the ratio happens, if the ratio holds, then that line should be parallel to the other side. This is corners of BPT. Very simple. BPT says if a line is parallel to one side, then the ratio happens. Corner says if the ratio happens, then the line is parallel to the other side. Okay? See, in the second question, you are given all the sides and we are asked to check whether the given lines are parallel. I mean, the dividing the lines are parallel or not. These are the dimensions given. So we go with the corners of BPT. When the ratio holds, then the lines are parallel. Let us see. See, let us check the ratio PE by EQ. So this is given here 3.9 by 3. It becomes 1.3. And PF by FQ, FR 3.6 by 2.4. If I write 36 by 24, 6 are 6 4s are 2 2s 2 3s, 3 by 2 it is 1.5. Both are not equal. Both are not equal. Therefore, EF is not parallel to, because according to the corners of BPT, not parallel to QR. Now let us look here. 4 by PE by EQ. 4 by 4.5. You can write like multiply and divide with 10. 40 by 45. And it becomes 5 8s, 5 9s. If I multiply and divide with 10. Now check this also. PF by FR. It becomes 8 by 9. Both are same. Therefore, according to the corners of BPT, EF is parallel to QR. And here the extension of BPT. You can apply this also. PE by PQ. 0.18 by 1.28. Multiply and divide with 100. It becomes 18 by 128. 18 by 128. Now you can cancel with 2 9s and 2 64s. Now the right side one also we do. PF by FR. 0.36 by 2.56. To avoid the decimal, multiply and divide with 100. It becomes 36 by 256. I take 4 table 4 9s. 4 6 are 24 4. Yes, 9 by both are same. Both are same you got. Therefore, here also EF is parallel to QR. Like that, the BPT and the corners of BPT are applied in the problems. Let us do the next problem. Right. In the third question, see what is given here. See, you are given a figure that an LM is parallel to CB here and LN is parallel. We apply BPT directly here. First case, what we do? We take the first case, LM from triangle ABC. Take triangle ABC. Only look at only the triangle ABC, and LM is parallel to BC. When LM is parallel to BC, let us apply BPT. According to BPT, basic proportionality theorem, AM by MB is equal to AL by LC. This is equation 1. Now take the second triangle, second part. From triangle ACD, and also given that LN is parallel to DC. When LN is parallel to BC, can apply BPT. According to BPT, what happens here? AN by ND or AN by DN is equal to AL by LC. This is 2. So from 1 and 2, what you can say? AL by LC, AL by LC, AL by LC, AL by LC. So you can equate 1 is equal to 2. So AM by MB is equal to AN by ND. But this is not the thing what we have asked you to prove. We are asking something else. So what to do? I'll tell you. So for these cases, we have to do like how we did in the case of extension of BPT. What we did, first we take the reciprocal, then you have to add 1, then again reciprocal at the end. That is the process to prove such things. So that what we did in the extension of BPT. Just go through the BPT. Okay. Now first take the reciprocal of this. Reciprocal of this, MB by AM is equal to ND by AN. Now add 1 on both sides. Add 1 on both sides. 1 plus MB by AM, 1 plus ND by AN. Now when you take LCM here, LHS become AB plus MB is equal to I'm sorry, I took wrong. M is equal to AN, this is AN plus ND by AM. Now AM plus MB, this is sorry, AM I wrote. Okay. Now what is AM plus MB? AM plus MB. AM plus MB becomes AB by AM is equal to AN plus ND. AN plus ND. AN plus ND becomes AD by AN. Now you take the reciprocal again. It becomes AM by AB is equal to AN by AD. See, after getting the proof now, we have to take the reciprocal, just add 1 on both sides and then again take the reciprocal. Okay. Now see the next question. This is the figure given and D is parallel to BC and DF. Now first let us apply the first condition. When D is parallel to AC, take the whole figure from triangle ABC. If I take DE is parallel to AC. DE is parallel. Just look at DE and AC. DE, AC. So according to BPT, what happens? BD by DA is equal to BE by EC. Keep it as 1. Now, if I take triangle, the next condition DF parallel to AE, I should take the triangle from triangle BAE. From triangle BAE. DF is parallel to AE. Just look at the triangle BAE. Now, the ratio will be BD by DA is equal to BF by FE. This is equation 2. When you see 1 and 2 equations, both the left hand sides are same. So you can equate 1 and 2. So BE by EC will be equal to BF by FE. Over. That's it. Okay, look at the 5th question. See, this is the figure given, this is the data given, this is RTP. EF is parallel to QR. Let us see. So first let us apply DE is parallel to OQ. DE, OQ. So for this thing now, we consider from triangle we take POQ. Let us take POQ. If I take POQ and DE is parallel to OQ, let us apply BPT. According to BPT, PE by EQ is equal to PD by DO. In the same way, also from triangle POR, if I take POR and DF is parallel to given OR, according to BPT, what is happening? PD by DO is equal to PF by FR. This is 2 and this is 1. When you equate 1 and 2, when you take 1 and 2, see PD by DO, let us write PD by DO that side. PF by FR is equal to PD by. Now both the right sides are equal, so you can equate left side once. So 1 is equal to 2. 1 equal to 2 because PD by DO. So it becomes PE by EQ is equal to PF by FR. PE by EQ is equal to PF by FR. Now from this condition, if you see the triangle from triangle PQR, according to converse of BPT, when you take the converse of BPT, what is happening here? When you take the converse of BPT, when the ratio happens, the lines are parallel. So what is the ratio happening here? PE by EQ. PE by EQ is equal to PF by FR. Therefore, according to the converse of BP, what you can say? EF is parallel to QR. Okay. See, in the sixth question, what is given here? The figure is given like this, and these are given. AB is parallel to PQ, and AC is parallel to PR. And you are asked to prove that BC is equal parallel to QR. So first, what we do to apply the first condition, I have to consider triangle from triangle OPQ. Let us take triangle OPQ. OPQ, where AB is parallel to PQ, according to BPT. According to BPT, what will happen? OA by OP, OA by OP is equal to OB by OQ, because according to BPT. Let us take it as 1. Now in the same way, to apply the next condition, AC is parallel to PR, I take from triangle OPR. Take triangle OPR. Now from triangle OPR, AC is parallel to PR. So apply BPT. According to BPT, basic proportionality theorem, OA by AP is equal to OC by CR. This is equation 2. If you observe equation 1 and 2, both are left side OA by, I think it is OA by AP, I'm sorry. OA by AP is equal to OB by, better take BQ. OA by AP is equal to OB by BQ. Here also we take OA by AP is equal to OC by CR. If you observe for left hand sides of both of them, OA by AP, OA by AP, OA by AP, OA by AP, then we can equate the right side once. Therefore 1 is equal to 2, OB by BQ is equal to OC by CR. See, OB by BQ, OC by CR. Therefore, by converse of BPT, according to converse of BPT, what is happening here? OB by BQ is equal to OC by CR. That means BC can be taken as parallel to QR. Okay? See, in the seventh question, what did they say? According to, so you are asked to apply BPT. Prove that the line drawn through the midpoint of one side of a triangle. Let us write the given from triangle ABC. D is midpoint of side AB of triangle ABC. This is the midpoint. What is the condition for midpoint? AD equal to DB. We use it later. Okay. And parallel to third side. When you draw a line DE, and you are not told that E is the midpoint, only D is the midpoint, and also given DE is parallel to BC. D is parallel to BC is given. What is RTP? It bisects the third side. We have to prove that E is midpoint. Or what we have to prove? DE bisects the third side. Bisects AC. It means what? It means E is equal to midpoint of BC. Sorry, AC. We have to prove that E is the midpoint of AC. Very simple. Now, we apply the condition of basic proportionality theorem with this condition. Given DE is parallel to BC, when DE is parallel to BC, according to BPT, you can write AD by DB is equal to AE by EC. But AD is equal to DB because D is the midpoint. So I can cancel this. 1 is equal to AE by EC. Cross multiply. EC equal to AE. EC equal to AE. See, AE is equal to EC. AE equal to EC. It means what? E is the midpoint of AC. It means what? DE bisects the third side. That's it. Okay? See, in the eighth question, we are asked to prove that the line joining the midpoints of two sides of a triangle is parallel to the third side using the corners of BPT. Yeah, using corners. How? I'll tell you. So, what is given here? Line joining midpoints of both midpoints. Let D, E are midpoints of AB and AC of triangle ABC respectively. Then this is D and this is E. Midpoints means clearly AD is equal to DB and AE is equal to EC. Okay. Now when AD equal to DB, what you can write? AD by DB is equal to 1. And this 1 is also equal to AE by EC. AD by DB is equal to 1 and AE by EC. So the same ratio it is happening. So you can equate AD by DB is equal to AE by EC from the triangle ABC. See, corners of BPT says when the ratio are equal, the line is parallel to the third side. Therefore, according to converse of BPT, D is parallel to BC. That's it. Okay. Okay. In the ninth question, say ABCD is a trapezium. So, what is the basic condition of trapezium? Opposite sides are equal. Here, what is given here? ABCD I have taken. Given ABCD is a trapezium, and AB is parallel to DC and diagonals intersect at O. Now, what is RTP? AO by BO is equal to CO by DO. Okay, now this is the thing what we have to prove. To prove this, what I do is, we know that AB is parallel to DC, Now, anywhere in this part or in this part, you just take a line which is parallel to one of the sides. So, let us take OE. Little construction is required here. Construction. Draw OE parallel to AB. If it is parallel to AB, it is also parallel to DC because AB is parallel to DC. Okay, OE is parallel to AB and also DC. Now, take triangle from triangle ADC. Take triangle ADC. Take triangle ADC. From BPT, according to BPT, what happens here? AE by ED is equal to AO by OC or CO. AO by CO. Keep it as 1. Now, see the figure in different approach. From triangle DAB, see triangle DAB, only DAB, and OE is parallel to AB. Now, according to BPT, what happens? DE by EA or ED by AE, see, ED by AE is equal to DO by BO. Okay, to equate these two now, nothing looks similar, but when you take the reciprocal, it looks similar. Take the reciprocal. AE by ED is equal to BO by DO. This is 2. Now, if you observe 1 and 2, both the left hand sides are same. Now, you can equate 1 is equal to 2. It becomes AO by CO is equal to BO by DO. But it is not the thing which we have to prove. Now, just cross multiply these two. This here and this there. Just interchange the positions. Cross interchange the positions. Because it is equal to. It becomes AO by BO is equal to CO by DO. Okay? Right, guys. Now, in this question, what did they say? You are given a quadrilateral, not the trapezium. You are given a quadrilateral. Just corners of the above proof. In the above proof, we took a trapezium and we proved the ratio. Now, you are given ratio and you are asked to prove that it is a trapezium. Now, I'll do this. Look here. Say ABCD. What is given here? First, given ABCD is a quadrilateral. First of all, it is a quadrilateral. So, and satisfying the condition, AO by BO is equal to CO by DO. AO by BO is equal to CO by DO. Yes. And RTP, ABCD is a trapezium. What is the basic condition of trapezium? Opposite side should be parallel. I have to prove that AB is parallel to DC. This is RTP. If I prove AB is parallel to DC, then it's fine. How to prove AB is parallel to BC? What I do is, I take little construction is required here. I take just draw OE which is parallel to only AB. Draw OE which is parallel to AB. Now what I do is, I took this as parallel to AB. No? I prove that this is parallel to DC also. That means what happens? OE is parallel to AB and OE is also parallel to DC. So we can conclude that AB is parallel to DC. When AB is parallel to DC, it is a trapezium. Let us see. Only OE is parallel to AB. Only OE is parallel to AB. Okay. Now from triangle DAB, because OE is parallel to AB, DAB, according to BPT. So DE by EA or ED by AE, ED by AE is equal to DO by BO. Just interchange. I mean, take the reciprocal. AE by ED is equal to BO by DO. Okay, this is one. But there is something from given. From given, what you can take? Just you need to change something in given. AO by BO from given. AO by BO is CO by DO, no? Just interchange BO here, CO here. AO by CO is equal to BO by DO. This is 2. Now you can equate 1 and 2. If I equate 1 and 2, AE by ED becomes AO by CO. AE by ED becomes AE by ED, AO by CO. So according to converse of BPT, what happens here? See, the ratio is satisfying. AE by ED, AO by CO. Therefore, what you can say that OE is parallel to DC. See, I took in the construction OE is parallel to AB. I have proved that OE is parallel to DC. OE is parallel to AB and OE is parallel to DC. That implies AB is parallel to DC. When AB is parallel to DC, when two sides are parallel, two opposite sides are parallel, what you can conclude? Therefore, ABCD is a trapezium. Understand, guys? All the best.